Yesterday my partner and I, both 19, had big plans for Halloween. I'll call my partner Luke. We were planning on making a big dinner together and having a movie marathon after handing out candy to kids. Early in the day we get a text from my partner's mom, who I'll call Mary. She says, "I'm going to be in city 40 minutes away from us. Early this afternoon, do you want to come hang out with me?" Luke says no because he has lectures and has to work on a group project. She says, "Oh okay, I'll see you then." We figured that would just be the end of it. She lives 3 hours away from us but travels for work a lot, and it's not unheard of that she'd be in the area. We go on with our day after that. Mid-afternoon, when Luke is done with everything for university, we go to the store to pick up stuff for dinner. We'd been cooking for about 2 hours when Mary calls us and says, "Hey, I'm coming over for dinner." My partner says, "We already have plans, sorry." She says that she hates to pull the mom trump card, but that she's coming anyways. I'm pissed stiff at that. We only bought food for 2 people. If we had known she was coming over earlier in the day when she first texted, we realistically could have gotten more food. She gets to the house and dinner is like 30 minutes until done. The tension is palpable with me trying to make this food work for 3 people. When dinner is literally almost finished, Mary says, "Hey Luke, let's go out and get some coffee and talk alone." "You mean right now?" "Yeah." I stop and say, "We're just about to eat." "What about me?" Mary says, "You can just keep it on, keep warm." I can see Luke is visibly uncomfortable with leaving me alone, and he keeps looking at the food I'm making and back at me. So I finally get the memo and say, "No, he's not going to get coffee with you right now." She says, "Son, come on, it'll only be an hour." And I again say, "No, we're not going right now." I was about to suggest maybe going after dinner if they wanted to talk alone, but before we could talk she just yells, "Fine, I guess I'll just leave," before slamming the door and leaving. She didn't come back. Luke's dad is pissed off at us. "She never comes to visit. You see your girlfriend every day, so what's the big deal? If you went and talked with your mom, it would have worked out in your favor. You're young and should be able to change your plans." Luke and I think it's horribly rude to not consider our plans and availability. If we were younger, I get it. But we have school, work, and obligations now that we're over 18. We can't make everything work around her schedule. Also, even if we had no plans at all, it's rude to drop in unexpectedly on someone and demand food, especially on a big holiday. Finally, we were both hungry. It was even more rude to say to me, "Just wait another hour while we go and have coffee and a dessert alone." My partner's dad said we're acting like babies. Not to get overly salty, but I think the baby move in this situation was to run out screaming instead of, going out alone after we ate. Or at least asking why he didn't want to go at that moment. I do feel bad for hurting her feelings and making it feel like we don't care about her. She has a history of being horribly clingy and sensitive around Luke after one of his sisters cut her off. I know she has it rough. But I was upset she crashed without us knowing and wanted to go out alone with my partner and leave me hanging. I would like the opinion of parents and older adults especially. Our close friends our age say it's not our fault, but we've had some older adults say it's rude to reject a parent like that.